Hello, everybody, and welcome into That Real Texas Team podcast, episode 83 here on the channel. My name's Curtis Brown. With me, as always, my resident co-hosts, Mike, a.k.a. the Black Mr. Clean. You can find him all across the social medias at Mass3 Productions, videographer, photographer. Like, subscribe, notification bell, wherever you can come across his platforms. Do the same thing for our main man down at the bottom. Pac-Man Freestyle, aka Chris, aka Slim Chickens. You can find them all across Instagram, YouTube, at That's Crazy Podcast and Talk. Like, subscribe, notification bell. Gentlemen, we are fast approaching preseason game number 2. So I want to talk a little bit about preseason game 1, and then we'll get into some of the more intriguing headlines. First, gentlemen, who, if anybody, popped off the screen to you during the preseason game, the first preseason game?
First person is I got to bring him up, but Davis goddamn Mills. Davis Mills looks like a serviceable quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to pull up his stats real quick just because I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, I mean, and Slovis even looked pretty solid.
Yeah.
4 of 5 for 80 yards for Davis Mills and a touchdown. A 147.9 passer rating.
Yeah, he's never seen that before.
No.
But Davis Mills is the type of quarterback to probably get better every year.
Yeah.
He's a Stanford guy.
True. Keaton Slovis, 73% completion, 71 yards, 11 of 15, no touchdowns, no interceptions, and 82.9 passer rating. And then the lowly Graham Mertz with 3 interceptions, 7 of 14, 27 yards, and a 16.7 passer rating.
So he looked like Tommy DeVito.
That's
disrespectful to
Tommy DeVito, honestly.
Yeah, that's disrespectful to him.
God. Chris, did anybody jump off the screen at you?
So I agree with the Davis Mills aspect, but I do not think that Davis Mills is a bad quarterback. I've never thought that. Number 2, of course, I'm going to go with Ariante Ursary because, or Tay.
Tay. We're going to call that man Tay.
Because okay, so I'm going to be honest. As far as like, of course, every aspect of the game, the team is important. From special teams to defense, I don't care about none of that shit right now. I don't care about if we cannot protect our quarterback, because look how good Davis Mills looked again, just serviceable. Your left tackle seemed like it wasn't Laramie Tunsil, but I wasn't seeing a bunch of flags. But at the same time, like I don't know. I thought it looked good in the run game. I felt like, and honestly, the whole line, I felt like they did a great job working together. Even the times that Brevin Jordan was there, he was doing some pretty good blocking also, in my opinion, because I saw him multiple times. If you want to be honest, I didn't really pay attention to the end of the backups. I'm more worried about the people that are going to be standing on the front lines for CJ when it's his time, and that's what I was curious about the most. Like I say, I think our secondary is fine. I think our linebackers are fine. And
what you think of your boy Juice? Juice looks good.
He's okay. I mean, there has to be a reason. I'm just okay. So look, but even though you can use this same argument for Ursary, I also disagree that you can use for Ursary because he is also a rookie. So I'm gonna say it is preseason. Juice has been in the league. What, this is his 3rd season? Going into his 3rd season?
Yeah.
Am I correct? Okay, going into his 3rd season. He should look like that in the preseason. I understand it's a real game, but it just at the same time, I'm more impressed with Ursari's preseason statistics over Juice. If Juice tells me something during the year, it don't matter. I expect raw people from Ursary. I expect a couple of sacks on CJ coming from that left tackle side. He's a rookie. I don't want to see nobody go between who we got starting at center. Are we still doing all
We don't know.
Jarrett Patterson?
Okay, so
yeah.
all right. Well, I better not see nobody coming through their right side. Through their right side between the center and the right guard, because I know that's where he's at. I better not see anything go through there.
For me, I mean, during the last pod, I told you guys I was going to be watching the offensive line. I did the same thing that Chris was doing, but also I watched the big boys up front on defense, knowing that our starters were not going to play essentially. You know, there was no Sheldon Rankins, no Foley, no Will Anderson, no Daniil Hunter. So I wanted to see what the guys behind them could actually get accomplished. Tim Settle looks like he is really, really coming into his own right now. He knows
it's coming.
He does. He knows. He is talking up a storm right now. This man it feels like he's on the cusp of a big year. And he'll be a rotational guy. Which is the coolest part about all of it to me. So shout out to Tim Settle. There was one play where he blew up the guard and got up in I can't remember who it was. It might have been Sam Howell's face, but I also want to give props to the defense as a whole. I mean, JJ McCarthy only had the one drive, but you know, he went like 4 of 7 for 30 yards. For a bunch of
he took off running on us, but
yeah, for a defense that had, I think, maybe 2 starters playing, if that, pretty solid performance, honestly. So hats off to that. And then my final one is Jamal Hill, safety turned linebacker at Oregon. There's a play floating around on Texans Twitter right now where I have no idea who the running back is for the Vikings, but he gets the ball and he decides he's doing like a sweep out to the left, and Jamal Hill gets off of his block and tackles dude like 5 yards in the backfield. Like chef's kiss of a play. There you couldn't have perfected, like you could have asked for more out of any one player on that play. Jamal Hill is an athlete. I think there's an outside shot that he ends up making this roster as a backup special teams guy, but that's huge for him. That is absolutely enormous for him.
There's a reason they didn't bring back the tackling machine.
Yeah,
there's a reason. Like I said, Jamal Hill's had a full year of linebacker U with D'Amico.
Yep.
It's worked wonders for everyone it's touched. It's the reason Azeez is getting paid by us.
Yep.
It's the reason we talked about it. EJ Speed looked like a professional linebacker playing against kids. He was one of those guys that might be a starter that was playing. You could see the difference.
Yeah. You know, EJ's got the tread on the tires. He's been through it enough. He's a veteran. And he was out there making these kids look stupid, which is what you want to see your veterans doing in a preseason game. Do you guys have any more player highlights you want to talk about for the preseason game one?
Other than Braxton Berrios, too.
Okay, hit it.
Braxton Berrios, like just him, the route running. I told y'all guys before, it looked like Wes Welker.
Yeah.
He's running off of motions. He's cutting up. He's finding open spots in the field, and he's doing what's best for him. And after the game, I think it was Monday, he was talking to the press, and he says, yeah, I can't wait till I get back to 100%. And I was like, what? What are we? This isn't 100? I'm looking over there. I'm like, I called up my friend that was a Jets guy, and I was like, y'all didn't use Berrios correctly, did you? He's like, no, we didn't. It's like, oh.
Yeah, the Dolphins didn't either.
This is finna get difficult.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's get into some of the news. There have been a couple transactions as far as, folks getting injured and then being replaced. Dalton Keene, tight end, fullback, and Brevin Jordan, tight end, are both on IR. I don't know if Dalton Keene is season ending, but I can confirm that Brevin Jordan is on season ending IR for the second year in a row. I mean, the dude's just got some terrible injury luck. I think it's because he's such a freak athlete for the position. His body's just not going to cooperate with him. But to supplement, yeah, he got paid. That's true.
I don't want to wish it on him, but man, it's the same knee, same injury from last year, same exact everything. This might be a career ender.
Damn.
It really might.
Mm.
And I like Brevin. I really do.
Yeah.
I was actually, I think we go back a couple videos ago, I was touting tight end too. And that's only because we paid Dalton. If we wouldn't already paid Dalton, there's a chance we would have been talking about Brevin as tight end 1.
Yeah. So new offensive tackle brought in, new tight end brought in, Connor McDermott. He started, I think he started like 12 games or something over the past couple seasons. He is a rotational offensive lineman. That's why you're able to scoop somebody like that at this point of the year. And then tight end Trey McKitty, Mr. McKitty, which is, I'm not going to lie, that's a fun last name. McKitty?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? That's sick as fuck. I don't have a lot of expectations for Trey McKitty. I don't have a lot of expectations for most of the tight ends on the roster now. If Schultz can look anything like 2023, we're doing some things. But honestly, I think Stover, who's going to be sliding into tight end 2 at this point.
Definitely. There's nothing.
And then
nothing
yeah.
There's nobody we could even sign that would keep him out of tight end 2.
Yeah.
There's nobody.
And then we also have Irv Smith on the roster, Trey McKitty now, and then Luke Lachey. Or Lackey, or whatever the hell his name is.
I thought it was Lackey. I was like, damn, I've been saying it wrong.
Yeah, no.
I've heard Lackey, and I've heard Lachey as well. So he's
but
the
like,
other
once
guy.
I look at it, it does seem like it's a Lachey.
Yeah. Either way, he's not been showing a lot this season. And we took him like at the 6th or the 7th round. I mean, we're not expecting him to be like a change of the guard, I guess, at tight end. But
when we drafted him, I said practice squad.
Yeah.
Wasn't he hurt though?
He's coming off of an injury. I think he missed a little bit of time last season for Iowa, but I think he did come back. It just, I think he's on the mend still. But
gotcha.
Irv Smith, I think wasn't he supposed to be like the second coming of Kellen Winslow Sr., but just didn't work out.
When he left college, he was him.
Yeah.
Super uber athletic like Brevin Jordan, but actually bigger, full tight end size, great blocker. He's supposed to be when they said that future to be, I think what did Mel Kiper say? Future to be a top 10 tight end in the NFL.
Yeah. That didn't happen.
No.
He's a good blocker though. So I mean, honestly, that alone is probably going to give him a decent shot at making this roster, because he's not shown that. If Trey McKitty can come in and show any sort of like route running, catching prowess on top of being able to be a consistent blocker,
then Trey McKitty comes in and becomes the third tight end, Irv needs to go ahead and go get a job. He needs to go get a job.
Think you should roll with Lachey as the fourth?
Why not? Yeah. You drafted him. Yeah, and we were just talking about finding roster spots. I'm stashing him on the practice squad. I'm bringing 3 tight ends.
That's fair.
No more than 3 tight ends. Why bring 4?
Yeah.
If you have 3 good tight ends, yeah, bring 4. But can we say we have 2 good tight ends?
Yeah. No, I think we can say that we have one who could be good, and then one who. How do we describe Stover? He's got.
Think about it. Think about it like spades. 1 in a possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
1 in a possible. Because
Okay.
Dalton Schultz is going to give you 400 yards this year, no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. All right. So with McDermott added to the roster, they're saying Cam Robinson could be back anytime. He's been watching practice. He's not participating. But if they feel that Cam Robinson gives them something that Ariante Ursary doesn't at left tackle, Ursary goes back to right tackle when Cam comes back, and Titus will go back down to right guard. And then we won't have to worry about old Juice. But if they believe that Ursary gives them the same, if not better, than what Cam Robinson is bringing to the table, Cam Robinson will just be the backup tight end. And that's, or not backup tight end, backup tackle.
He can play tight end?
Hey, I was gonna say, hold on.
Whoa, wait a minute. I said we don't have 2 good tight ends.
But that would mean that Titus Howard stays at right tackle. Fisher has fallen all the way off the damn depth chart, in my opinion. His PFF grade for the preseason game 1 was the lowest on the offense. It was at no point good, and he's continued to struggle in practice. I was actually watching SNL the other day, the Stutes and Landry Locker show, and they were talking about there was an extended period of time that the ones were out on the field doing team reps, and Titus Howard tweaked his ankle. He's fine. He's not going to miss any time or anything. But they took him out and they put Blake Fisher in, and they just wanted to see what Blake Fisher was going to do. He did absolutely fuck all nothing. So that's when I think they were like, all right, we got to figure something out here, because I don't feel like they're super big on what was it, Jalen Thomas?
I think they like Jalen Thomas better at the guard than they do the tackle.
Okay, so sorry to cut you off, but okay, so think about this. Can we like rewind back to last year? Okay, so I never thought that like Blake Fisher was like excellent or anything when he came in. I thought he was serviceable. But do you think that maybe he was looking better because our guard play was so bad? Think about before he even came in. Our guard play was so bad. Why even rush the tackles?
Yeah, and I've brought that point up before. When the weakness is so pronounced, why go anywhere else? I think that's got to have something to do with it. But also, when you have a rookie offensive lineman, that is also viewed as a weakness. Yep. It doesn't matter who you are, whatever. You could be, Bruce Matthews reincarnated. Regardless, they're going to come at you. So to a degree, I think I see what you're saying. But on the other hand, I think Blake kind of fit the prior scheme a little better. I think he came back a little lean this year and is getting bullied around. And
I think he spent all summer working on getting in better shape. Like you said, he lost weight coming in lean, but nobody sat him down and said, no, we need you to work on your craft as an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Your hand placement, your footwork. I think he worked so much on getting his body together that he didn't get any better at the part that gets you paid.
Yeah.
Like they're looking at Trent Brown like, hey, Trent, how's your knee feeling?
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
That man, yeah. And Trent, 6'8", what is it, 360 pounds?
Something like that. He's a big dude.
And if he comes back,
I know.
No, but a guy that big with a bad knee, and they're looking at him to do something.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Blake. What's going on with you? Do we need to call your mom? Does your mom need to sit you down and have a conversation with you?
Now these nice men been trying to work with you, but you ain't doing nothing.
You look like shit. That's I don't know, man. Like I said, I took time during the game to actually watch Blake Fisher play, and I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
I see why Titus Howard is playing tackle again.
Yeah.
He spent all offseason playing guard. We didn't even hear, like when they were talking about the lineups and everybody was healthy, did we ever hear about Titus Howard playing tackle?
No.
Nope.
But then Fisher shit the bed, and they were like, fuck. Put him back at tackle.
And they're still saying Titus Howard's probably our best offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
easily.
That's scary. That is fucking scary.
Which means we're gonna have to pay him again.
Let's see. So 2 recent additions in the secondary, Arthur Mollett and Jalen Mills. They've been kind of floating around in 2 different spots in the defense since CJ Gardner-Johnson's gone down with injury. Those 2 spots, they are the backup spot behind Jalen Petrie at the slot corner, as well as safety. Jalen Mills was a corner at one point in his career. And by the way, the fact that we signed another Jalen is not lost on me.
We collected them shits.
Dude, I swear to God, like they're infinity stones.
They're gonna have to have nicknames.
Yeah.
They already have them. They already have because the coach can't yell out Jalen.
No.
Half the fucking defense is gonna.
Huh? Yeah. So Mollett and Mills have been playing pretty well. They're not, I don't think they're going to be necessarily pushing anybody off the roster. I would love to see us not have to rely on MJ Stewart at any point this year, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think the defense has a particular infatuation with him as far as how he can be used in both safety spots, and he's got special teams prowess and blah blah blah. So Mollett,
they got us in Jacksonville now.
Yeah,
they just like we could not get rid of him.
No, he was on this team for what, like 3 or 4 years?
Shit, longer than that. He was signed by Bill O'Brien. Bill O'Brien signed him.
Damn.
He's been here for like 5 years.
Damn.
Yeah. Because I remember when they brought him in, I was like, but they paid him all that money to not be a starter.
Yeah.
We had starting safeties and we brought him in. I was like, huh. Okay.
Great agent.
So I kind of talked about it earlier with Cam Robinson being hurt, and when he comes back, how does that reshuffle the offensive line, if at all? Right now, do you guys feel better with Ursary at left tackle or a healthy Cam Robinson at left tackle? All the guys on the third and teal are praying that Cam Robinson stays off the field, because Cam Robinson is a liability and has been in many games over the last several years.
I feel it's a wash.
Okay. Just because Ursay's a rookie and he's going to have his growing pains?
Yep, we know he's going to have his growing pains, and they're probably going to be very similar to the pain that Cam Robinson causes. But the thing is, what makes me almost want to put Cam Robinson back at left tackle is the fact that I don't know what the hell's going on at right tackle.
I mean, we know what's going on at right tackle. If Ursary's over there at left, Titus is right. And that's the end of it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. This man has spent all year being told he's a right guard.
Yeah.
That man's tired of changing his own Wikipedia page.
Oh,
you probably don't care at this point. Like in my opinion, he is like the ultimate team player, because he just
No,
Wherever you need him to go, he goes there.
You know the whole reason why he's the ultimate team player?
He's
getting paid like a starting right tackle in the NFL, playing right guard. Right guards do not make right tackle money.
No, of course not.
Nope. Chris, how do you feel about it? Ursary or Cam?
So part of me wants, so like, I really want Cam to be healthy, but I don't believe he is going to be healthy. But I want him to be healthy because I want him at left tackle, and I want Ursary at right tackle.
Yeah.
Just because I want to move Titus to right guard. Like I just until I can say the preseason, I it's real game time, and I get it and things like that. But I want, because they can look great in the preseason and then get out there in this game and look great one series and don't look great the rest of the game.
Yeah. Wait a minute, I just dawned on me something that I meant to bring up. I don't think Cam's hurt. I think if this was a game, like an actual week 1 game, Cam would be out there fine. Like to a point, what we know with Cam Robinson, they know who he is. Are they looking to see how good of a left tackle Cam Robinson is? Not really. They paid him $14 million. I don't think anything's actually wrong. I'm not saying he didn't get hurt. I'm just saying he's not hurt anymore. If this was a game that meant something, Cam Robinson would be starting at left tackle. But I think they said, well, let's use this opportunity that was created by this injury to see what we really have in Ursary.
Yeah.
Because at first they were going to have to find a way to take Cam Robinson out to let Ursary play left tackle. Even though everybody's learning a new offense, a new blocking scheme, a new everything. They were going to have to find a way to take Cam Robinson off the field to let Ursary play left tackle. Once the injury happened, they were like, well, Cam Robinson's been playing left tackle and only left tackle in the NFL for 8 years now.
Yeah, something like that.
We know what he can do. We have no idea what Ursary is. Because of last year, Mekhi Becton has played left tackle and right tackle, and then all of a sudden he's playing guard, and he's damn near a Pro Bowler.
Yep.
So now teams are like, we got a guy that's struggling at right tackle, let's play him at left tackle. Guy struggles at left tackle, hey, let's try him at right guard. You're going to get so many other opportunities to where, hey, we drafted you to play left tackle. You suck at left tackle. You're no longer on the team.
Yeah. It does look like they might just be kind of, babying Cam Robinson.
Yeah.
It does say that it's just a leg injury. It doesn't give like any sort of timetable on anything that I've been able to find. So you're right. They might be just kind of pussyfooting around with him.
He never, all these other guys, he never wore a leg brace. He never had that big knee contraption that they give everybody. No ankle braces, no nothing. They said he had a sleeve on his leg. This is a 300-pound man with a sleeve.
Yeah.
I have had knee surgery. I have multiple sleeves. That sleeve don't do shit if you're hurt. Keeps the leg warm. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I say this. I think he tweaked it and it scared him enough to where they were like, you know what? That's our starting left tackle. We're paying him $14 million, whether he's hurt or not. It's not pushing.
Yeah.
He's sort of played this blocking scheme before. It's not new to him. Let's ask it over
Yeah.
there.
All right. Let's see. CJ Gardner-Johnson injury update.
That makes my stomach hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, why are we talking about that? Is Jimmy Ward still going to be on this team?
Probably not, if I had to guess. I mean, homeboy is
He wilding.
I feel like he's trying to go to prison.
No, like to say that when I found out what the other arrest was for that he got arrested for last week, I was like, you know what? I almost had to give him the benefit of the doubt on that one. Because I was like, bro, did they or did they not tell you couldn't drink alcohol? Because they never said he was drunk.
Yeah.
Hold on. What county is it?
Montgomery. They never said he was drunk at any point. But part of his release is he can't consume any alcohol.
Yeah, no, he can't do nothing. Because so like Montgomery County, if I remember right, and this is how it was like 10, 15 years ago, when you're out on bond with them, they put you on like a probation. Like it's not just a like so like you have there's different things that you have with different courts. Like Harris County's not, don't get me wrong, I could say Harris County's not like that, but I don't know about Harris County. But Harris County didn't used to be like that. They didn't put you on probation. You could basically do whatever you want, just don't go to jail while you're on bond.
Don't break any laws.
Yeah. Basically. And you were golden. Montgomery County, they ain't playing that. And like even where I live at, they put you on probation. Like when you're going through your court settings, they put you on a whole probation out here.
But bro, even I have to admit, I had to get the benefit of the doubt because I'm like, if I just got bailed out and I'm dealing with all of this, I got an injury, I'm worried about my NFL team cutting me. My ex-fiance, baby mama, whatever, is the one bringing charges to me. I might need a drink. Yeah. I just might need one. So I could get what he's like, man, I didn't know I couldn't drink because they didn't say he was drinking and driving. They actually said what ended up happening. He wasn't drunk. He didn't recently just have alcohol. He went to go check in with the officer, and the officer, from some type of test, could tell that he had consumed alcohol at some point. And they took him to jail for it. I was like,
damn.
So even I'm sitting in my own house on my own couch, not going anywhere, not doing anything. You tell me I can't have a beer?
It just sounded like a little dart.
Yeah, it's my little dog.
Yeah,
it's my little dog.
The only updates I can find with CJ Gardner-Johnson's injury is that D'Amico says he's definitely not missing the whole season, and that CJ Gardner-Johnson is looking to be back for Week 1 against the Rams. There's no confirming that.
No.
Huh?
I don't think he has to be back for Week 1. But just because that. Yeah, y'all. And the only reason I say y'all remember. So I'm gonna take it to basketball. Remember Kevin Durant and when they were in the finals, and he was out for 2 years because he shouldn't have been playing.
Yeah,
correct.
Because he had like a similar type injury. It wasn't a tear, but it was something very close. And this is basketball, and I think my thought is that he shouldn't have been playing. I mean, he should have been playing, but he shouldn't have been playing because it costed him basically 2 seasons, if I remember right. This is what I'm scared of with a sport that involves tackling fuel. So especially when he's a tackler. So it really scares me to that aspect because that's what I think about. If y'all the ACL tear before, it's great that it's not. There's no need to rush him back though. I
that's
think
the thing. If he's healthy, if he's 100%, let him play. But if he's 85 to 90, and Jalen Mills has looked good in his position,
and we have so
whoever the
hell backs. Right?
If the guy you put in for him has looked good and he's been fine, he's been serviceable, and the fact that there's a very likely chance that Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be the starting quarterback, let him relax.
Yeah. That's the big thing. If there's no Stafford, then I don't feel like the Rams are as big as a threat as we thought they were. I've got 2 more topics here, gentlemen. Let's talk about a real fun one. John Mechie. Now, John Mechie has put together a pretty good string of weeks of practice. He's been guarded a lot by Derek Stingley in practice, and he's been able to come down with some pretty highly contested footballs. We were talking off camera about there was a play that we all saw from practice where he juked the fuck out of Derek Stingley and basically just stole his ankles. So, gentlemen, I'm going to ask the question. You know, normally you see the biggest jump for a wide receiver in year 3. Technically, this is year 4 for John Mechie, but year 3 of being active on the team. Do you think that maybe the light bulb is finally going off?
With Mechie, I didn't even know if it was a light bulb. I just really couldn't figure out what it was because receivers, I'm not trying to be funny, but their job's a little bit easier than a lot of other people's.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is adjusting to what NFL game speed looks like.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's what, 2 years removed now? 3 years removed from his ACL. So I mean, he's probably the best version of John Mechie that we've ever seen in terms of just general health. So I'm inclined to believe that we could see the best version of John Mechie starting this year. And that still might not look, incredible, but for a guy who has really not lived up to the second round draft pick, anything would be an improvement. Chris, what about you?
Last year, I would have said, yes, he's definitely on the team playing how he is right now. This year, bro.
Yeah. Chris?
So, as far as the practice goes, yes, looks amazing. Him juking Derek Stingley and taking his ankles home to show his mom for dinner. It's real cute. Don't care.
Look what I did.
I do not care. Last year, I was still giving him the cancer benefit of the doubt because I believe that I have never went through something like that. So I don't know how it affects your mind, body, soul, however you want to say it. But you're still out there playing football, sir. So I would like a little improvement. Whoop the fucking do. Still don't care. I need consistency. I need to see that. And Derek Stingley is the top. Is the top 2. We ain't going top 5. I'm tired of that because the top 5 list is stupid. Top 2 cornerback in the NFL. Hey, like it. And that practice stuff means nothing because you know what I believe? I believe Stingley might be trying something, or maybe Stingley's thinking John Mechie ain't about to juke me. Like he ain't never juked me. There's a lot of things. None of it matters to me until I see him doing it during the season.
In sports, one-on-one, whatever sport, whether it's basketball, football, baseball, the pitcher goes one-on-one with a hitter. This guy is 0 for 17 against this guy in his career. There's always that one.
Yep.
There's always one. That's how it is with every sport. But they, from what I'm saying, he got him twice in practice, which is great. What Mechie was known for being coming out of college was a great route runner. There was nobody that ever say, you know what, he's a speedster. He's going to run a 4.340. No. Is he big? No. He's a great route runner.
Yeah. Yeah. I would love, just for the narrative of like the full comeback story, for him to come out and just ball out and do things well. I would love that, but I just don't know. I mean, again, like you mentioned, the road to making the roster for him this year, I mean, it's a long shot. So he's going to have to continue doing it, and he's going to have to keep getting better every day and every preseason game, and he's going to have to make that decision real difficult. You're going to have to figure out Justin Watson or John Mechie. You know what I mean? All right, my last topic, gentlemen,
Okay.
and I'm going to use this graphic to help us here.
Do I know? But we got to let you go to bed.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell the yawning is all about.
Woo!
These are the Texans' all-time career rushing leaders. Obviously, Arian Foster's up there at the top. I didn't realize Dominic Williams had run that many yards. And then the fact that Alfred Blue and Ben Tate were basically career backups and are 4 and 5
Bro,
is
yeah, my
crazy.
boy Blue, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Alpha Blue might have been like my favorite Texans running back. Like Arian Foster's, but I think Alpha Blue was like my favorite.
Yeah.
We just, I don't know. He worked hard. Man, I don't know. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Down here at the bottom, seeing David Carr as number 10 is just wild.
No, it's not.
And then, of course, we got throwback Ron Dane.
Ron Dane did that in 2 years.
Yeah. Now, also, let's take a notice of number 8, Dameon Pierce, the Texans' number 8 rusher of all time. And he's not finished one season. He's not been over 1,000 yards one time. He's gotten close once, but
oh no, yeah, his rookie season he got close, right?
Yeah, he missed like from week 14 on or something.
It actually makes
he
me
had
think
900 some yards by the end too.
Yeah.
No, but it actually makes me think that I think we've been downgrading because he's played 3 years, and he had 900 the first year. The 2 other supposedly down years, which was last year and the year before, he wasn't even the starter.
Yeah.
And he put up about 700 yards between 2 years not being the starter.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the second year he missed some time. He split a little bit with Rex Burkhead. There were, I think there was like a 7-game stretch he didn't play. And then when he did play, I mean, like, I think his best game was like 20 carries for 60 yards. It just wasn't good. I think he finished that year.
The year before.
Year before last year. So I guess it would have been him and Singletary.
Oh yeah, because he was the starter, and then Singletary kind of like I think he got hurt, and like he kind of he took it.
Yeah,
because Singletary did look later in the season. Singletary was looking pretty good.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he basically single-handedly won that Titans game. But as of right now, with what's going on in practice, Dameon Pierce is being slotted as RB1. How are we feeling? How are we feeling about that? Obviously, Joe Mixon's still hurt. Nick Chubb, I think this was his second day back and like allowed to be contacted.
Touched.
So how are we feeling about Dameon Pierce? I mean, because there's growing concern that Joe Mixon may not be ready for week 1.
I have no problem with Dameon Pierce being running back 1. And the reason to be honest, I think he should be running back 2 because we don't know what kind of Nick Chubb we're gonna get. We just I love Nick Chubb, but
it's the Cam Akers experiment all over again. We had no idea what Cam Akers really had left.
I don't think it's.
I think Nick Chubb. Yeah, I don't think it's that bad, but I do.
No. Hold on. I think Chubb might be worse.
Thank you. Older.
Yeah, he's older. That knee injury is gruesome. He's a year and a half removed from that one. He broke his foot at the end of last year. The man is ailing. In all reality, if Dameon Pierce can put some things together in this training camp, he should be running back 2 behind a healthy Mixon. And you bring in Nick Chubb when you desperately need like a yard.
Guys, let's be honest. There's a chance Nick Chubb doesn't make this team.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure he was signed for a vet minimum.
He was, but and D'Amico hasn't been nice. He said, yeah, running backs of his age, we just like to see him get out there and be able to do something.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. And D'Amico's the one guy that he'll glaze everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Nick Chubb, he did not bite his word. if Woody Marks continues to impress people and Dameon Pierce gets out there, and I'm talking about I'll be there Saturday. If Dameon Pierce gets out there Saturday and he's running over people and he looks like Dameon Pierce from his rookie year, I'm gonna look over there at Nick in his hoodie because Nick Chubb's not gonna play.
Yeah, what time is the game? I might have to drive to Houston after work.
I think it's like
12 noon. It's noon.
Oh, never mind. It's not gonna happen. My wife's gonna be in Houston this weekend, but I will not. I have to fucking work Saturday, so
valid.
Or whatever.
But yeah, no, look, Dameon Pierce comes in, does the damn thing. I think you're right, Nick. There's a solid chance Chubb finds himself back on the free agent market. And then you have Woody Marks and once again, everyone's favorite special teamer, Dare Ogunbowale, at running back 4.
Even though Jawar Jordan has looked pretty damn good himself.
He has, but I don't know if Jawar Jordan gives the special teams value. So I think Dare, just based on that, gets that running back 4 spot.
And, you know, how do you get rid of a running back that can kick the field goal for you if you need him?
Exactly.
Well,
I know he can't like go out there and kick no 50-yarder, but
Rex Burkhead 2.0. We were trying to figure out how to Rex stayed in the league as long as he did.
All right. Now, I brought this back up for a reason, okay? So all Dameon Pierce needs to do is run for 350 yards, and he is in the top 5 all time for Texans running backs.
Holy shit.
Joe Mixon needs, I think, 300 yards to crack the top 10 and take David Carr off the list entirely.
Oh, so that should happen. That should happen.
Dameon Pierce being at almost 2,000 rushing yards with 350 on this season would be hilarious almost. Like,
have our running backs really been that bad?
It's not that they've been that
bad. We've had so many of them.
No, it's no long term. That's what it is.
I mean, we had Arian for a good 4 or 5 year run where he was at least starting, 75, 80% of games. And then they kind of dropped the hell off. And then ever since then, it's been kind of a problem.
Wasn't Lamar Miller after Aaron?
Yeah, Lamar was the running back directly after. Someone else that we're not seeing on this list who missed it by a couple hundred yards. Carlos Hyde ran for 1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Carlos Hyde.
Yeah.
Shit, Carlos Hyde. Forgot about it. Carlos Hyde.
So, I mean, we need to get number 7 off of here real bad. But
yeah, it's gonna take a lot of pushing to get that one.
Well, I mean, realistically, if Joe Mixon comes in and has another 1,000-yard season, we're gonna see
him and Dameon can push him to further down the list.
Yeah,
this year.
Yeah, this year, and I'm cool with that. I think that needs to happen. It's been needed to happen.
Quarterbacks should not be in our top 10 if they're not running quarterbacks. Yeah, and Deshaun was not a running quarterback.
The fact that we have 2 in the top 10 is insane. It does make me wonder how many seasons would CJ Stroud have to play before he cracks the list.
Didn't he have like 200 yards last year? Total rushing?
Something like that. I feel like he did.
It was like 180 or something like that. It wasn't a lot.
So he had that.
No, I take that back. No, I think that might have been for his career. He might have 200, 250 for his career. Because it's been 2 years now.
So, like, let's see here.
And CJ really wants to throw the ball.
Yeah.
So he has 400 for his career.
Damn. Holy shit. That's more than what
I
thought.
167 his rookie year and 233 last year.
I can definitely say he picked up the running last year.
Yeah, but he picked it up more towards the end of the year, in my opinion, because he felt like he needed to. I mean, he really did.
He did. He was running for his life.
Yep.
He's like, you know what? I've been running to throw the ball, and right up there, I got 6 yards. It's 6 yards right there. But I hope he spent some time this offseason learning how to slide, because this slide was disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah. Can't have that man getting Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence got hurt twice last year on 2 separate slides. Will Levis tried to slide a couple years ago. Hurt his shoulder. It's the dumbest. The AFC South can't slide, and Anthony Richardson has, Anthony Richardson's got blinders on. He gets up the line of scrimmage and he looks at his wide receiver, and then he's just waiting on somebody to kill him. I swear to you. But all right, I think that's pretty much it today, gentlemen. Do we have any closing comments? Anything that we're looking forward to in preseason game 2?
I want to see CJ get on the field a little bit. I do believe he's supposed to play a little bit this game. Maybe if it's one series, I would like for it to be 1 quarter. Like, honestly, if CJ plays 1 quarter in this game and does not touch the field anymore in the preseason, I'm perfectly happy.
Yeah, I mean, that's valid. Chris?
I don't want to see Graham Mertz anymore. I don't, but I know I'm going to.
Graham Mertz has played himself out of a job. Chris, we got any closing comments?
I hope I'm able to watch this game. That's my closing comment. Didn't even get a chance to watch it. Oh, I'll be at work, but I'll be able to watch it at work. So.
Hell yeah. I will also be at work. So, and I'm hoping. Damn. Yeah. We're gonna figure it out. But let's see. So, all right, gentlemen, I want to thank you both for taking time out of your evenings to come on and talk Texans ball. Go ahead and head on over to That's Crazy Podcast and talk. Like, subscribe, notification bell. Try to help Chris grow his channel. Do the same thing while you're clicking. Head on over to Mass 3 Productions, at Mass 3 Productions across all the social medias. Do the same thing for Mike. Do the same thing here on this channel. We're at 301 subscribers at the time of this recording. And I'd like to see that number keep rising. At this point, the Jaguars pod is pretty far away, but we'll get there. We'll get there. With that being said, y'all be good people. Thank you for watching. Go Texans, and fuck the Colts, fuck the Cowboys, fuck the Titans, fuck the Jags.
Just keep going.
Fuck the
Patriots.
Man.
Fuck the Patriots.
Man. Anybody that ain't the Texans, what do you mean?
Facts.
That's it.